It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got a pair of teams who not long ago had more Super Bowls than anybody else. It's the Boys and the Niners, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. On the return, it's Taylor. This taken in right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And Deebo going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On second down, McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Purdy from the gun. Samuel bringing in the slant. And Deebo going to have a Niners first down as a tackle made at the 42. That'll go as a pickup of 8. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Purdy on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So a long run gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy. Incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Purdy looking to throw. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Purdy. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Purdy. And that is incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Now Prescott. Touchdown! Jalen Tolbert from 13 yards out. And the Cowboys are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
49ers 3.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the posts. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Purdy now on second down. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain, so he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Able to avoid him. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup at 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Purdy now to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are once again back in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Inside give to Elliott. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Prescott now on 2nd down. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Back to throw, Purdy. A short throw here to Watson. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Mozzie Smith there to bring him down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A second down throw for Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's second and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And they're able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, this is Turpin. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott now. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's Samuel, caught left side. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the 1st down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
On 1st down, Purdy. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Connects with Kittle underneath. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Purdy from the gun on third down. That is caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the Cowboys' 37-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
They go play action here, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Prescott. Fires a slant, completes, it's Holbert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging. A little tapestry, if you will. Oh, I like it. 2nd down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing, Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll throw again. Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been played at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. To throw is Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Aubrey now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taylor now will return it, taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Purdy. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 43. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back
first half.
for quarter number 3.
He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
First down, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Prescott on first down. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. McCaffrey on the counter. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's 3rd and 7. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle but couldn't spring himself free. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Brandon Cooks and the Cowboys offense back out there. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. They'll start the drive with Elliott. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Shoves him aside. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Elliott trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is up to 8.
49ers 20.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action here. Purdy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Purdy. It's incomplete. took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. 3rd down here. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That is caught, and he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. At that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. Purdy from the gun. This will be caught at Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Purdy bootlegging it. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Purdy will throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And not much there. maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Prescott now on second down. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A handoff left. McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Purdy off the play fake. Open man is Samuel, complete. Second down and 3. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Fires a slant complete to Tolbert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. They go to Elliott again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. Runs through the contact. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll give to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd down, Prescott. Able to hit his target Lamb. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 27-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked out by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
2nd down and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Back to throw, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Purdy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Tolbert hauls in the out route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Prescott. That's complete to Lamb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep it busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
To throw, Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. The give is to Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's 2nd down. On the counter, Elliott. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Again, it's Elliott. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this one is right down Broadway. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. Taylor now from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So Purdy and the Niners down 31-28. A little over 40 seconds to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. This is Jennings. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Purdy. Called in left side here by Jennings. And he is out of bounds with the 1st down. And 13 seconds left to go.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Purdy to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Maybe looking for a flag, but they're not going to get one there. They took a shot, hoping to find a way to sneak into field goal range, but it's incomplete. And now with time almost gone, the task gets much more difficult.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing, Purdy. And that one too wide. And incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Purdy with one final shot here. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.